Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Okay, so explanations are necessary, needed, and in order for what was supposed to have been a video at 2:30 Central Standard Time today. And as you can see, we're now at 3 o'clock. So what happened, Maddie? The world may never know. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's Canada's Drag Race Season 5, Episode 3. We're into the Slayoffs team style, and I'm going to break down today's episode with you here. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Appreciate you again for tuning in. No, I truthfully, before we get into this, I have been up quite early today. Y'all know I've had a little insomnia. It have different spouts of it. It happens here and there. And that was the case for yesterday. So I had been up and I did film both Down Under's reaction and Canada's Drag Race early this morning. I actually got both of them posted to my Patreon. And then I got this all wrapped up. I said, okay, we got an hour before the show. I need a nap because my body was doing this. I was like, oh. I was passing out. I was fading out, y'all. I was fading. So I was like, I just need an hour. I set my alarm. So, okay, I'm going to be good to go. Did not hear that alarm, not one little bit. My body woke itself up for some reason. I don't know why. And I said, oh my God, what's happening? I said, I'm late. Luckily, I can change the time frame here. But again, my sincerest apologies. I was just trying to bring you some excellent content, and I just needed to nap so I could just like gather some energy here because apparently I am tired. So thank you for your patience. My apologies sincerely. The Slayoffs were fun. We're going to talk about that, break it down. I will have the voting system up today when it comes to the lip sync. So I do want to hear your thoughts and opinions on who you felt won each and every one of those lip syncs. I'm going to be real with you. There were some gags for me. There were one moment when I said, I'm sorry, what? I thought it was for dramatic effect. I said, what was happening over here? Either way, I still had a good time this week. We will get into it, and I appreciate you. So just as a reminder, because I'm going to have some things to say, some things that may not be the most popular. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. Mina. All opinions expressed by MattyRants are program participants as well as personal views and do not affect the opinions of everyone being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned in this program, so please don't be rude and grab your libations and strap in because Matty is a talker. You may be here for a while. Don't post any spoilers in the chat because why? To feel comfortable viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good old gaggedy nasty. Do that for me if you could for me, please. I'm not used to my ring light working. I have it working today, but it's plugged into a completely different wall. It's the cord is all the way through here. Mina's using it as a guideline for a fence right now. So if the light flings to the left or to the right, that means Mina she didn't clear the land. Just so we're there and what's about to happen. If you do want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. If you do want to drop a tippy poo in my jar. Sorry, I've been attacked lately over this, so my apologies, but I still want to have the jar up, but at the same time, I don't want to be completely bashed over the head. It's a lot to take in. So if you do want to throw me a little bit of love, it does go a long, long way, and I certainly appreciate it. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. Anything and everything is super helpful. But I understand if you can't, but you being in the live chat right now is what's important to me. You having this conversation with me and you get in the comment section. And of course, leaving a comment. And of course, a thumbs up. There go Mina. She played with one of my hair ties. Okay, Chabo, first super sticker of the day. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you for the super sticker. My heart's back to you, my love. Yeah. Listen, I had a good time today. I, I just found it to be funny that all the people who were talking the cash, ooey gooey, I'm the lip sync girl, this, that, and the other, it seemed like some of them were found in positions where they were in trouble. This is my bread and butter, honey. I'm going to eat it up. And then they got in trouble. And I said, oh, okay. This is going to be that episode, right? There was some strategy that needed to be put on the table in order for this episode, or at least for the format, to really give what it needs to give. I do think that some of that strategy backfired a tad bit. I also think some of it paid off a little bit. We will get to the end. I'm going to ask if you agree with certain things, but yes, I had a good time. Now, we did lose Terra Nova the first episode. We miss you, Terra. People said that they missed Terra Nova, and I thought that was beautiful. And I was like, oh, that's sad. But also, it's the first elimination. They were given the shot, and then, hey, it just didn't go where it needed to go. People said a bunch of words that somehow sounded magically phonetic together, and everybody was blessed and highly favored, if you will. But of course, you got already one person, two people on the board with the Virgo Queen, and Perla, who may have been counted out the first episode, getting her W, showing that anything can happen in this competition. The following day, this is wild. And you know what, Zanna, as much as my panel member Dooley is prepared to dislike you for the majority of the season, I can't. I also go, girl, this here, I would have been at that table looking at you crazy. I would have been at this table looking at Zanna like she had done lost her mind. Zanna done lost her mind is how I would have been looking at her. Do you understand me? So it's a whole new day. Sorry if we're gonna do references with musicals here, but like it was a whole new day. A brand new day. It's fresh out the suburbs, it's all of that. Okay. And we're talking about congratulations, Uma. Congratulations to you for winning. Congratulations for you for doing this. But I feel it would have been me, and I was sabotage. And I said, the spirit of Miss Fierce Delicious, whatever spirit has been left in that room, has done into this baby's body, because here I go listening to her talking about who was sabotaging who. Zanna, you think Uma God, Edna Mode without her wig on, you thought that lady was sabotaging you? You thought Edna was getting you? Okay. I was like, girl, we're not doing this. I'm afraid not. The one guy that turned into a puddle of water in the first X-Men movie over here is not trying to get you together. I'm afraid not. Even Uba saying, I tried to break things down differently to get for you to have your way. Oh, so you could still mess with the words that I had that were placed so that I could be I was thinking to myself, what? I'm Michaela. Because Michaela was giving tennis match vibes like, oh, they're going back and forth. Meanwhile, Sanjina, you be girl. Sanjina makes the funniest effing faces. And she be directly looking to folks like, I thought this was silly. Uh, I didn't want to take it seriously. Maybe it is a way of just having a conversation and carrying it for camera because, you were in the bottom and you want to blame Uma for it. I can't see Uma sabotaging you on episode 2 to go home. I can't see it, Zanna. Zanna, I don't see it. I do not. Oh, where am I at? RuPaul is on the screen again. See, I was watching Down Under today, and I realized that they did she already didn't had hers or whatever, or I forget what it is. Like they do the little alarm for like Ru or whatever, message is going to pop up on the TV screen. Nothing happens now. Michelle just walks through the room and it's some sort of like random intro each week. I'm always happy to see Ru doing this, but I swear these episodes, her face, and this is nothing against you, Ru. You look so disinterested in all of these so far for Canada. I mean, maybe that was the MO. It was supposed to be like, this is what's going to happen today. So I don't know. She looks so upset. Oh, I love her, but she do look like, okay, so it's been a long day. Like what page are we on? Traci! Sorry, my throat is not ready for mustard. But that's Traci. Sorry, when Traci walked through the workroom, that was the first thing I thought of. I thought immediately of Kendrick Lamar. Mustard, but it's Traci. I feel like an idiot today, y'all. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry I slept through this portion of the review. Yes, I know I missed a payment. I will get it. I will get it. Calm it down. Girl, I'm tired of these phone notifications. Yay! Second super chat of the day. Ashraf, thank you so much for the super chat. Definitely one of my favorite episodes of the franchise. The lip syncing was top notch. Team's aspects was exciting. I was gagged that they pulled that Alanis Morissette pop song from the early 90s. Mind you, that Alanis Morissette song is very, you would think it's going to sound different if you don't know who Alanis is or her music history, like her discography, if you don't know it. And it gives me like Janet Jackson Black Cat tease. So when Michaela chose that one, I'm not surprised. I was like, oh girl, that wasn't a bad choice at all. But thank you, Ashraf. I appreciate the super chat. Thanks, babes. But yes, Traci Melshore stepped into the workroom. She looks good. And she wanted them to know this is the Slayoffs. It is the team edition. They're going to be split into 2 different teams. I love this concept. Basically, it's 5 versus 5. There is going to be, what did they say? They said 5 lip syncs? Yes. 5 lip syncs, it all coming down to who has the majority wins. So if it's 3 out of 5, basically that is how they're going to win. It needs to be 3 out of 5. 2-2, win the third one. That's 5. Bam. 3-2. Boom. We're good. Whoever's team is in the bottom, if they lost the lip sync, those people are in the bottom and up for consideration. If they won the lip sync and are on the losing team, they're fine. They're safe. I thought that was a gag. I don't know why I wanted it to be the entire team. It said, no. If you won your lip sync, you're safe. Which means that if you were already on the winning team, then you weren't going to be up for any elimination or whatever. I almost said extermination. The drag loop was touching my throat, everybody. But I thought that concept was kind of cool. The Golden Beaver is put into play. You can, save one of those people in the third spot, and then the other 2 have to lip sync, which, to be fair, I thought that the lip sync song for whoever had to go home, I was like, okay, this is a good song too. Not my favorite Avril Lavigne song, but I was like, oh, it's the one song that I think sounds just like Taylor Swift's, oh my gosh, Matt, I was just thinking, oh no, Wildest Dreams. The song to me sounds like Taylor Swift's Dirty Me Down. I'm not her biggest fan, but there are a few songs that are very bop 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 to me. Wildest Dreams is one of them. that one I could understand the fandoms losing their mind over. Okay. But if you listen to that song by Avril Lavigne and then listen to Wild Dreams by Taylor Swift, it's the same. It's damn near the same song. Like the way it sounds. I'm like, girl, this sounds like the same song. Anywho, Mac shouldn't say anything. You know, the Swifty's going to be like, well, Avril stole it. It just sounds the same to me. Okay. The teams are based from Perla winning episode 2, Virgo winning episode 1. Okay. So they're going to set their teams up that way. Whoever goes first, once they pick that person who they then picked will then pick the next person for their team, and so on and so forth, until there is only one person left who has no choice but to go to said team. Okay. I like this because they were also, you know, huddling up and asking for advice from their teammates here. I like that. Because again, while you are the captain of said team, you want your team to be victorious, and you also want to think about the song choices that are going to be available once you pick someone. You want someone who's going to be a park and barker. You want a girl who's going to be able to buck and twirl. You want someone who's going to be a little bit more well-rounded. You want someone who's going to be a little bit more campy. You want someone that's going to do this, that, and the other. And what I appreciate with Canada's Drag Race is that one of the songs on there, while it was a spoken word, they had a spoken word. We had something that was a little bit more sexy. We had something that was a little more upbeat and more up-tempo. I said, okay, y'all mixed it up. I like that. Gave us a little room for different sounds and interpretations, if you will. Now, everyone's being picked left, right, then and the other. Jaylen Time and Minnie Wang were the last two that were up. Jaylen is picked by almost Umagur's team. By Perla's team, and Minnie Wang ended up on the Virgo Queen's team. Why do I not have everyone's names fully memorized yet? I need to stop doing that. Minnie felt a little Wang. Let's move forward. Let's not stick with that. That was bad, Matty. Bad. Okay, the song choices. Too Hot by Alanis Morissette. Heads were rolled by the Ya Ya Ya's, but they don't tell you that that's a remix version that they play, because I didn't appreciate that. I thought it was the original, even though this remix actually was fire. I was like, oh, a remix that's not annoying? I live. Bad Bitches Don't Cry by Priyanka and Ralph. San Francisco Spoken Word by Rufus Wainwright, and X's by Tate McRae. Now, I'm not going to drag Tate. That's not my place no more. I'm a little wiser than I was yesterday and a little bit kinder in the soul. A little one more hair has grown on my chest here. When Tiffany said, our generation's Britney Spears. And you know I love you, Tiffany. What? And I love you. I love you, Tiff. Who? She's who? I said, let me bring you in, because I know you're a Britney fan, and that's amazing. Okay. You're also you're definitely old enough. You're definitely old enough, okay, to know. Because I was like, it did be 30 something. That's not Britney. If anything, that's, Alabaster Sierra, if you will, a Caucasian Sierra, if anything. But like Britney? Oh no, baby. Tate's a dancer. That lady's a dancer. She's not a singer. She's a damn good dancer too. Ooh, she be chewing up them choreography. Chews it up. That girl can't sing. And I love y'all. That lady can't sing. She's an excellent dancer though. Britney can sing. But she can sing. Okay. I think Bible Girl would appreciate me sticking up for Brit right now, because I was like, who? No. Tate can dance her ass off, but like, that's it. She eats choreo for breakfast, but that girl don't sound like nothing. And it's okay, because we have a lot of artists that don't sound like anything that are doing excellent work, making moves and selling their music. Some albums aren't selling, But like, yes, so no shade to the Tate girls. I just couldn't believe that the Britney call. I was like, out of all the pop girls, I wanted to scream. It's like, no. I love Tiffany, but don't. That's not true. It's not true. Tate has not gone through anything Britney has got. We can't do that. We have to do the Mickey Mouse Club, like Berliner. We could go down the line, like no shame. I was like, as a fan of Brit, I was like, whoa, whoa, we must stop. We have to have this conversation. Right, she could dance you down the street. That girl is an excellent dancer. Love to see her dancing with the stars one day. I just can't get into the vocal tracks and it's just nothing's happening up there. Nothing in the throat. Nothing in the box. No range. It's okay though. She's Gorgina. Anywho, I thought this was good. Let's pick the songs that we like, that we're good at, but also we may want to play into some strategy here because we don't know what the other team is going to do. I also like the fact that they did this in separately. They had one team go into the room first, pick their choices. The other team comes in afterwards. Very good. Yes, Drag Race. Listen, season 17, if y'all do some like this, I will be living. Especially with the cast that you have of 14. If y'all do some like this. Yeah, Lance, I'm not trying to be a hater for Tay. It's just let's call it what it is. Girl can't sing, but she's boppy and she's like people like that. So it's all right. I got some folks that can't sing on my playlist too. Shoot. Okay. People like what they like. It is what it is. Tiffany wanting that Tate McRae song. I said, okay, I'm gonna get you later, girl, because you're my Libra sister. But I was like, oh, you talked some big shit for that one, and I hate how that went down for you, girl. I hate how it went down. Uma going through. I think Uma. Oh my god, my words. This is what happens when you just wake up. Matt, are we awake? We're awake, right? Hello, hi, yes. Okay, so we're awake. We're gonna be able to talk. We can use our words. Mama, me, 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 me. Okay, great. And back. Thank you. Okay. Uma felt the most pressure. Uma did. I think Uma felt the most pressure in terms of like picking the correct song, picking the what's the word I'm looking for here? You got all these other big dogs in the other team. You don't want to be put up against somebody that's just going to blow you out the water. You want points for your team. So you want to make sure you pick the songs that are going to be good for you, but maybe throw the other girls off you never thought that they were going to do well at. We're going to get to Uma's performance in a second. Am I going to do a little bit of Uma's performance for you today? Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm going to do a little bit of Uma today because I just sat there and was staring the entire time. I was staring. I said, what in the is going on here on this good Sunday? Who gave this baby the twister mat and was like, wow. I'm crying. I was crying during that lip sync. And then at the same time, Zanna over here is overperforming. It was wild. I was like, what is going on? That one little, how the girls do their kick bow, the dips back. That shit was we'll get there in a second. I was like, what is going on? I thought that Brooklyn was playing a prank on me at one point because I thought Zanna just won just to win. Speaking of Zanna, I love her. Girl, please. So I got some tea. I'm always a fan of a non-existent bang or a full-on tuck of hair moment. Very much every strand in the universe is behind me. 40 inches where? 40 inches there. Oh, I miss my youth. Listen, because that used to be me all day. Like, by the way, she knew that Tiffany would pick Tate McRae. Very useful information because they can play the strongest person against what would have been for them an easy number. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it would have been an easy. Like, okay, she's gonna clear it. Tiffany got that's her bread and butter. It's like, nah, had we not had that conversation, no, put someone up that you know will match her energy or more. That was smart. So I do give Zanna some credit there because it's like, okay. No, we're gonna talk about this lip sync with Zanna, y'all. I'm gonna let you vote too. We're gonna have the polls up for the lip syncs, but like, I have to break down their lip sync, bitch. I was like, girl, you stopped for a whole stunt. And it was very timid, lifting up them legs, honey. Off with your head. And then went into that baby split. Wee. I was like, oh, my poor girl. I was like, were you scared? Like, what's going on? I needed her to slam the puss. That did not happen. No, but I thought that this team, their strategy was a tad bit better, in my personal opinion. And I thought that Helena, I'm not going to lie, sister, I underestimated you. I did. Maybe because I was listening to the group in the room, I underestimated you. Did. I was like, I wonder where she's going to go and what she's going to do. I know Minnie was feeling the pressure. I already saw that she was going to either give yay or nay. But for Helena, I was like, I don't know. I knew St. John was going to work. I knew she was going to clear. We're going to talk about how she cleared. Because it was a strong performance. That's the nicest way we're going to start that off first before we get to that, what I felt like was an episode of the Looney Tunes for that song. But yeah, shut up, Matt. Let's just get to it. Doom, doom, doom. Brooklyn looks really good. Shout out to Brooklyn Heights. Live for it. I was like, everybody's going to the Renaissance. Matt, you can't just reference Beyonce. I can. The #1 pop star of the 21st century. I can. Brad Goreski looks like he's about to go ice skating. Go ahead, Brad. Traci looks good. They do like they're about to go to the Renaissance show. I'm not gonna lie. And Traci looks good. This week is right with God, right with Jesus, blessed and highly favored. But Shay Coule is the guest judge this week. I love it when our girls from Drag Race come on to the show, especially past winners, and they are then judges. Shay is an excellent example of somebody who has been in this competition, worked their ass off, got the crown, went into winners, also did what needed to be done. And I need to give Shay Coule some more love and some more credit because Shay, the love ball, yes. One of my favorite drag experiences I've ever witnessed, been to, done. I'm talking about I am tired boots. Do you know I held in? I didn't go to the bathroom that entire time, Shay, because I also didn't want to walk because I was afraid. Because I was like, if I lose my spot and I'm no longer able to see this stage the way I can see it, because I was in a great location, I was going to be evil. So, yes, Shay, I held it in for you. That's so sad. That's right. I held it in for you, Shay. I did. I held it all the way in for you, but it was worth it. If y'all ever get a chance to go to the Love Ball, I'm not sure that's still. Yeah, I knew they were doing it over the summer, but if they pop that back up again, if Shay ever does it, oh please, do it, do it, do it. Go see it. It was a great show. It was amazing. I loved it. I went to this special show during DragCon weekend, so Nymphia Wynn was one of the special guests too. Actually, I posted a video about that. I did post a video about it, so you can go watch that video as I break down the Love Ball. Also got a chance to do the Sapphire Crystal, the experience. That was amazing. The Crystal Ball, that was amazing too. Oh God, drag shows are awesome. Yes, I am one of those reviewers that doesn't just talk big shit. I actually go to the shows, buy the merch, tip the dolls. I spent too much money for that matter. I've been to too many drag brunches for somebody to tell me what the hell I can't say. And the wig, the heel, it's all in there. It's all in it's in there. D, thank you so much for the tippy poo on Cash App. First tippy poo of the day. Let me do my tippy poo dance. Shake your titties. Shake them ittle bitty titties. Thank you, D. I appreciate you, my love. I know you're about to entertain me. Gracias. Denator. Decatur, Georgia. Decatur. Let's get to the lip sync. Lollapalooza. This is not that. The Slayoff lip sync. Look at the flick of my wrist. All of that. Again, just like we talked about, the winning group will be safe with one of the people out of the winning group being named the Omega winner. I like that a lot better. Yes, the Omega winner. And they get the golden beaver. Now, the losing team, whoever lost their lip sync will be put on the chopping block. Whoever won their lip sync will also be safe. Thus, the person with the beaver can then choose one person out of the three, and then the two have to lip sync. Someone's going home tonight, unfortunately. The Alanis Morissette song was first. Michaela, of course, because they're going like sort of Team Perla, Team Virgo, Team Perla situation to let who'd you pick and why. Now, Michaela came out stud because she is stud. Very much I have this. Minnie Wang steps up because that's who they've chosen. Mother was destroyed in the eye roll. We didn't even have to lip sync. Michaela won the lip sync right here. Do I need the poll? Yes, we do need the poll because I mentioned this is literally a part of the entire effect of why everybody's here today. Matthew, do your job. Please and thank you. What's wrong? Oh, look, another channel with more reviews me. All right, moving forward here. Let's get the poll up because I do want to hear what you have to say about this lip sync for your, not for your life, but the Slayoff itself with Michaela Couture versus Minnie Wang. Ooh. Okay, I'm just gonna put who won. I will give it high as an option because that only seems fair. Like, I'm just gonna break down these lip syncs while we, or I guess yes, we vote. Got 4 options. So, with the voting today, because we're not talking about the looks, we're talking about the lip syncs. Choose who you feel won. If you think both did a good job, add that to the equation. If you thought the lip sync itself was tired and trash, chop her. I mean, that's just your opinion, right? Shouldn't hurt nobody. But let's go ahead and get into it. Now, yes. Minnie Wang did what needed to be done. Okay. Gotta love some men. However, Michaela Couture, well, that's really where it was at. Hey, I just saw someone that I had to block already, everybody. We already have gotten our first troll of the day. It is the same person as before. You don't change your screen name enough, baby. You got to work on that. I'm asking y'all, please respect the live chat here. I know that you may hate me and you want me to have the worst happen to me at all possibilities. This is not about you today. It is about everybody enjoying the show and having a good time. This person just said, I'm never tipping you or doing anything like that hot. Like, okay, baby, I am okay with you never existing. And that's all right. All right. If you want to throw me a tippy poo, anybody else, like D just did in the super chats, that I really appreciate, everybody. I don't know whose aborted fetus that was, but my God in heaven, hallowed be their name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. They must not have any presence in my heaven. Okay? So, love y'all down. Let's keep it going. Because it's like, girl, girl, okay? Girl, boy, dude, they, them, whatever. This is not for you. Chavo, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate you, my baby. Thank you so very much. But get those votes in. Thank you. Like, it is sad. Thanks, Casey. Thank you. Appreciate you, Case. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, I mean, somebody needed to, because clearly, they're still here. I keep forgetting I can heart these. Heart. These are really sweet. The pair. That's cute. Let me make sure I do that. I'm going to try to go back and forth in between. Right now, y'all are saying that Michaela. Let me not look at the score right now. Okay, let's get the lip sync. The voting is rigged. The voting is rigged. Too Hot by Lance Morissette. Michaela, you chewed this up, my darling. You had me at the split. I appreciated that it wasn't like a continuation of throwing a stunt every 5 seconds. It was very much, I'm about to land into this nasty split, honey. I'm about to dig my puss into this earth, baby girl. Okay. And then get into the music. And you were. Minnie was a silly Billy throughout the song at points. Even them trying to do sexy was a little bit silly, but like, I liked it. I liked where Minnie was going with her comedy and it was entertaining, but my focus was on Michaela. It stayed there. It kept whoop, whoop, whoop. The only time I gave my sister Minnie some focus is when they actually forced me to. Most of the time I'm over here looking at red, better red. Okay. A push-up worm, a worm up, a worm up. A push worm. I'm sorry. I was like, wait, Minnie, what's happening? You're doing the worm, but you're doing a push-up at the same time. But I see the muscle, but I was like, Oh God. That yes. Okay. Face down, ass up, indeed. For me, it was Michaela's. From beginning to end, crisscross, applesauce, insert a Roger character. Yes, it was all McKay. But I gotta give it to Minnie. Minnie, you didn't just, it wasn't like, girl, oh, Minnie can't lip sync. I'm not gonna say that. You know, it was a funny little campy moment. You had a couple of little funny situations. It was fine. But Michaela just, oof. Just, oof. Mama, she just said sex with me. So amazing. Would that be a good lip sync song? Sex with me, so amazing. Rihanna, I know you ain't making no more music, baby girl, but I think Drag Race can pull a couple of tracks that are, please don't stop the music. Yeah, Michaela won this one. Go, McKay. Before we get to the next lip sync, let's see where you're at with the voting. Let's give it a little bit more time. Hold on, Helena, I'm gonna get to you. I gotta give you some love in a second. I was shocked. Not in a bad way, but more so, I don't know why I said Jaylen about to come out here and crush her up and put her in her breakfast. Okay. Nope. That did not happen at all. We haven't had Disturbia yet. I don't know why. I feel like we haven't had Disturbia yet, Joel. I feel like we had. Wasn't it one of the older seasons? We probably would. I probably would remember if it was. That's crazy. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a Rant Pack family. I get people angry when I ask this, but if you want to, PayPal me /MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. Appreciate you, my babies. And just as a reminder, please don't attack me. I think I need to put this in the disclaimer now, but also program is for entertainment purposes only and contents intended to not to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual wigs. Just don't send hate to anybody, y'all, and just have a good time today. Seriously. And if you came here to spread nothing but that, yikes. But let's keep it cute. You're grown. Thanks. But yes, Michaela won that one. I'll go ahead and wrap up that poll. Michaela Couture, 9. Oh, we can just go ahead and round up those numbers. So 98% said Michaela Couture won the lip sync. Minnie Wang got 2% and 0% for both, and nobody chopped the lip sync. So everybody was pleased with said performance. Now, up next is Helena Poison and Jaylen Time, and we're given our spoken word. Uma, you look fucking crazy. Back to this. Who do we think won this lip sync between Helena Poison and Jaylen Time? Who won? Who won? This is me singing, trying to get the poll up. This is me trying to get it in. Who won? Hoo-ah. 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 Okay, both and or chop. There we go. All right. Personally, I went in thinking it was going to be Jaylen. It was Helena's from like beginning to end, high key, including the spoken word moment. I did like Jaylen's. We had a little, broken jaw moment, a little trick of the mouth sort of bit in the beginning, and I enjoyed their energy throughout it. But like something, I felt like Helena really listened to the track. It sort of gave a lot of the attitude that I wanted them to give with a little bit of the spoken word, with how it was being presented, like a little sarcasm, a little this, that, and the other. And I didn't think that happened with Jaylen as much as it did with Helena, who's like really into it, right? Very much. And then they gave sort of like this cabaret burlesque sort of style way of doing the song, the singing part of the spoken word, where Jaylen was, basically washing clothes. And I love you, Jaylen, but babe, sister, I was like, that spin cycle was rough. Mama was round and boom, round and boom. I said, hold on. I thought I thought she was doing Tina Turner for a second. I said, burn, 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 burn. And then I love how Brooklyn's like, so you were giving drunk teas or whatever. And I'm like, did Jaylen mean to do that? Like, she still knew the words. I still enjoyed all of it. I think it just, for me, Helena was the surprise. And they were just really feeling it. And it was like, oh, okay. She was dizzy, maybe lost their place. It is what it is. Sometimes you start to go, girl, and you forget to stop. I don't know, but I liked it. It was a good time, but I think for me, Helena took it very camp, very. Again, I like emoting when it comes to spoken word, and it's sort of like if someone's giving dry with what you're doing, it can be hard to match it. And Helena to me was doing it correctly. And so the beginning, I was like, okay, she sold me into the fantasy. It followed through with the song. Everything sort of just came together. So I liked it. But yeah, I thought that Jaylen looked gorgeous. Just she was going back and forth and back and forth. I said, sister. Mm-hmm. Some good padding over there. Get your votes in. Get your votes in right now. Get your votes in. Get your votes in right now. I'll give it another minute here. Get your votes in on who you thought won this slay off. We've got 1 point on the board for Team Perla with Michaela bringing it in. We're about to see the score change all over again. Thanks for tuning in. Like button, share, subscribe, tippy poo jar if you feel like it. It is what it is. Let's go. Continue. Yeah. Everybody, Toronto. Yes, so happy with the voting is back. I know. Well, this episode's a lot easier because it's not, 10 looks that we're doing. It's just 5 lip syncs, so it's a lot easier to do the voting. This shot of Lena's peach is perfect. Listen, I told you it'd take me a little second sometimes to get the right photo. And there are a few people, and I think y'all can, also agree with this. If you watch back the episode, if you pause on certain like shots, there are some people who move so fast or so hard that they're always almost in constant blur. Tito, did you say I hope jawline makes it? You meant Jaylen makes it far? Okay. Because jawline is Zanna. If we're doing this today, jawline is Zanna. That's damn, that's bow bow. You hear me? Got cow. Okay, that is a head, darling. But like, yeah, we're gonna give Jaylen the lean, all right? Like we gonna give somebody some jawline. That's goddamn Stan Smith from American Dad, bitch, over there. I'm like, wait a minute. But go ahead. Helena got that win in. I thought that was dope. Also proves that they are not to be underestimated, and I like that. So let's get to the lip sync I know that y'all want to talk about. It is one of the ones I was the most entertained behind. So shout out to Zanna and my God, because yes, this was one of the most entertaining ones. For whatever reason, it was one of the most entertaining ones. Baby. Oh, Lord, forgive me for where I'm going with this. Who won? Helena Poison, 81% said that Helena won. 10% of you chopped the entire lip sync. Ooh, I think we weren't feeling a little bit of the spoken word, and maybe you wanted a different track, or possibly both just didn't give it to you. Jaylen Time, 4% of you said yes, and 4% of you thought both of them did a very good job with 49 votes. Thank you for voting, everybody. Let me go ahead and get the other poll up. As you know, we were doing a live here, and I asking you to hit the like button, share, and subscribe can be becoming a little annoying. So I'll say it again. I just did. And if you want to drop a tippy poo in my jar to piss anyone off, please and thank you. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $7rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Each and every dollar goes towards a fur baby, as well as me. And I appreciate you for tuning in and being here today. God bless every single one of you. So we have got heads will roll by the yas. Zanna, both, or chop. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, Zanna do. That's what we're gonna Zanna do. All right, here we go. Here we go. Visually speaking, I thought Zanna beat her just from the visual. She got her ass whooped from the visual. No shade to Uma. You got beat up in the visual department, okay? Because I don't know what this outfit was supposed to give. Gypsy, I don't know. But I was like, okay, bet. I bet at that dispensary you have the best booth, honey. I know them Eddies hit. Fine. The song started to play. Bitch, I'm sorry. Uber has me. I'm sorry. Geek, 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 geek. That's how Uma started this up. And then Zanna over here just, I'm about to eat her up. Girl, you threw this kick so early. I was like, why you throw this kick? The kick was so early, and it was so not where it needed to be. It was like, boom, up, and then we're into the, I said, what happened here? I'm watching Zanna go for it. She's in and she's out. Y'all are saying she was offbeat. I'm not going to say offbeat. There were moments that I think Zanna chose stunt work, and it was like, you didn't have to. Does that make sense? That's where I was with what Zanna was doing. I was like, what? She doesn't have to do all that. It was just some decisions that were made that I couldn't wrap my head around, where I thought she was going to do more than what she was supposed to. Because it was time that she do a stunt, and then she was supposed to be getting really into it, but it wasn't really going there. And then it'd go into a stunt again. I'm like, okay, there were a couple of tricks in stunts she was trying to do, and it was not on beat, or it would have been late, and it was like, right? That was my one for her. However, I thought physically moving, and when she was giving face and when she was doing the words, I thought Zanna was doing a good job. I was like, okay, fine. And to be fair, Zanna, I don't know if you want to get somebody else, maybe this would have been a different outcome, but something about Uma, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. Like this stunt right here, when she did the kick out into the dip, it turned into a slide to home run. Like I was like, it was fine. It didn't land the way it should have at that point in the beat because it was off, off, off with your head, and she didn't land that off at the last. Ugh, a little light stuff. This is all light. I'm complaining. I know. Who am I? Who is this? Some random bitch on Twitter trying to do all of that without tagging. I get it, girl. I understand. Yes, you're so mad. Oh, these opinions. Woo. I get it. I get it. Whatever. We all watch the show. We all have an opinion. You get mad when the girls don't agree with you. Bet. Okay, cool. This is Uma. Yeah. I just sat there and I said, my baby was, I said, okay. Okay. That was her favorite move. I mean, I can't help but be that Chris Irma. You gotta forgive me. I don't know how to do. I just don't know how to do that. Hey, some of the hand movements were like giving. I'm sorry. She said, ha ha. I was laughing. I was like, I don't know why, but I was like, Uma is tearing it up. I'm sorry. I thought genuinely that girl. Oh yeah, the limping. That's right. That's right. That's right. You forgot the. Then you that pose. Oh man. Oh man, I'm sorry. I had a good time with it. I did. I loved it all. I did. I don't know why. I thought Uber. I don't know why, but I said shit. Like, oh my goodness. I just couldn't get into. I said either she is just doing what she wants to do, and is having a good time here, and that is what's really being received, because that is what I took from Uma's performance. I was like, she's having a ball. That bitch is out here just dancing. Like, she gave me Luann de Lesseps from the Real Housewives of New York when she go to the club and dance, bitch. She'd just be, I'm here to have a good time, honey. Oh my gosh, my computer's about to die. Matty, plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. Okay, I did it. I did it. Did it. I'm sorry. I wanted this to work a lot better for Zanna. Was it, maybe it's the adrenaline that's rushing. Maybe that's it. You don't also want to just throw the stunt up and then just fall for a mess, because it took her a second to get the leg up, and then when she wanted to do the kick out into the split, it just was not clean. And I was like, I felt bad, because meanwhile over here, Mama is, yeah, like Clarence on the fucking playground and shit. I said, what is happening? There is a reason why that lady was mad in the back, and there's, I would have been too. Zanna had every right to look at Uma and go, the fuck? No shade. That lady beat you with her wig on the side of her head. Uma was shocked. I was gagged because I just thought they were gonna give it to Zanna. Like, no shade. Like as much as I can say Uma, it was a good time. It was a good time watching you wail your arms around and shit. Like you creating energy. Okay. I thought it was amazing. Like full on. But like when they said Uma's name, I swear to God, I was like, yo. I said, yo, what's going on? Oh, I said, and they are going to be testing her psyche this season, and I will be enjoying it because Zanna do be bringing a little bit of the Delulu, but on top of it, the girl, girl, girl. I said, I need that. Give me the anger and rage. How dare they play in my face? Oh, that shit was funny to me. I'm so sorry, y'all. The giggles. The giggles. The giggles. Ooh. Oh, good stuff. But that gave Perla's team another point, and Virgo was down, and they need to step up. Let's go ahead and get into the poll results if we nasty. That no, I don't mean that. Who won? Uma God. 50% of you said Uma won. 27% of you chopped the entire lip sync. 16% of you said it was Zanna's, and it do be Zanna's. And 5% of you said both won. The hiccups. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I had a good time with that last lip sync. I'm sorry. I was surprised by Uma because I was like, girl, she is twirling in this club. With these little ankle boots looking a mess. No shade. Uma looked a mess. Like that was the fool. Like chop. However, she was making me giggle and I was key. I was like, okay, it's a good time. Zanna was a little off, even though she was, I could see her wanting it and all of that. I don't know. It was an interesting ride. So I can't be mad at the full experience. I can't. But this lip sync here, my cousin, my cousin, not my cousin, but my cousin. We need to get into the Virgo Queen going against Tiffany and Co. I almost want to say it's Tiffany, bitch. Get the poll ready to go. When the Virgo said, I volunteer myself as tribute. I said, all right. Tiffany, I wish you never said what you said, girl. The Virgo Queen is really bold for stepping up to me for this song. This is my bread and butter. Tiffany, I'm sorry I'm having to do you right now. They set you up, friend. I'm being real with you. Like whatever you gave them in that confessional, I know you was ready for the smoke because you said, oh, she's a fool for picking me. I am a Libra like you, Tiffany, but I'm a Virgo rising. Beyonce is a Virgo. If a Virgo is quiet and they step into the ring, be scared. Be scared. Be very, very scared. One thing I know about a Virgo, if they're quiet, something's up. Something's up. Tiffany, you was talking some cat shit. She is bold to step up to me. I think she is. I thought, oh, okay, all right, Tiff. I was ready for it. And here's the truth: they both were going in my personal opinion. There is a clear winner of the lip sync, but I thought they were both going in. I was like, okay, I can see Tiffany, you doing this for your show weekly. I get it. Full on doubts. You're Britney Spears. You're new Britney. Okay. I said, all right. And Tiffany's really good at what she does. I think Tiffany's a great lip syncer. I'm going to tell you where Virgo beats her. I'm gonna tell you where Virgo beats her, and does an excellent job here. Virgo is the ride. Okay. Let me help you all out with this. I'll give you a good analogy: a surfer and a wave. Okay. Okay. Not Michaela. Tiffany is the wave for me. It's a big crash. It's beautiful. We loved it. It disperses. We'll see another one. Virgo is the surfer riding the wave through the intricacies of it all. Honey, I was like, I'm watching this and I'm just like, okay, Tiff is good. Virgo is riding the beat, like literally just feeling their shit with this and taking their time going there, not throwing too much into it in the beginning, not going so hard for the levels. Then they had choreography ready. Excuse me? Yes, baby girl. Virgo went high kick, boom, kick out, turn, boom, 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 boom. I said, we have our 2 sets of 8s. Excuse me, 2 sets of 8s. You got your 24 count right there. Oh, okay, the 16 of the 24. I saw it. I was like, ooh, love that. Love that. Oh, yeah, Virgo was going in. And she did it very smooth criminal style. I'm not going to have to do too much. I'm going to just make the song my own. And once that choreo was bumping in, I said, all right, she already got her 8 counts prepared. Proud of you. Tiff, I enjoyed your performance though. You know the song. You were feeling the song. It was giving pop star fantasy. I also feel like when Tiffany performs, I see her performing almost like she's supposed to have a mic in her hand versus like I'm lip syncing to a crowd of people at a bar, but more so I'm here for like the actual show and I'm going to be like doing this, that, and the other. Cause she does those moments where it'll be boom, boom, pow. All right, you see me, crowd, little front dance, and then go right back into it again. It's like, okay, that's giving concert tour choreography. And I think that is who Tiffany really embodies well, is the concert tour choreography when it comes to lip syncing. She eats that. Virgo is music video and concert. But I got music video teas from my Virgo bitch. I lived for this. I thought they were a key, but Virgo was chewing. I'm sorry. I love Tiffany Dow, but that little 360 into the knee, and I said, oh, it was a nice, nasty fall down too. It wasn't like some splat, you hurt yourself. Tiffany in midair going for her dip. It was a smooth ride. See, the problem here, Tiff, and we were talking about this with Zanna. You see how Virgo's already down on the stunt and you're in the air still? It's like you went to hit the stunt on the beat when Virgo was already ending their stunt on the beat. So that way it would be impactful to the boom. So that is the problem that we have seen this week and through some of the lip syncs, is that some girls think that drama moment needs to start when the beat hits. No. You should have already been in the stunt so that when it ends, boom, it's right on the beat. Because you shouldn't have been in the air when she's already down here. You should have been already on the floor. Like, pow. So, oh, yeah. Can we talk about that, Herba? The camera. Who's in charge? What is the machine? What is working here? Who is running that camera back and forth the way they are running it? I love that through all the lip syncs. That cameraman, or what is it called again? I forget the name of it specifically for the crane system that works, but that camera was going real. I don't think people realize that that was one of the reasons Sangina was in front of Perla for the majority of that lip sync, is that Sangina was following the camera. I had clocked it the third time I watched it. I was like, girl, this has nothing to do with Perla. She's low-key trying to keep up with Perla, but she's following the cameraman. So that way we're in the camera shots for the extra. I was like, oh, okay, got it. Interesting stuff. But yeah, I thought the Virgo did what needed to be done. That slow split was nasty work. Like baby girl over here is still doing like swoops. And no, mind you, Virgo just going down like, I said, I loved it. I loved it. Oh, ain't gonna, not that song. Virgo got her team back in the game. It is now tied, and whatever lip sync is to happen next is going to be the deciding factor on who wins and who may be in the bottom. So you got people like Minnie and Zanna like, oh shit, if we lose the next one, that's us. You have on now this team, Jaylen and Tiffany going, oh shit, that could be us. I like this. It wasn't a clear victory for anyone, and it also made it, seem like, okay, there are individuals on both sides that could be taken out in this, field. So I just wanted a different side over the other, if I'm going to be honest with you. So what did y'all say about this lip sync now that we've done breaking it down together as a team, as a group, as the individuals that we are? Who won? The Virgo Queen with 87%. Both of you, but Matthew. Virgo Queen, 87% said the Virgo Queen won. 7% said both won. 3% said Tiffany and Co. And 1% of you chopped the lip sync itself. You chopped the lip sync itself. All right, we're on to the second to last lip sync of the night. It is the final battle. It's the final battle between Sanjana the Bitch Queen and Perla. I'm going to say Perla's name like that from now on. Perla. Hold on, y'all. My neighbor's walking really hard and it's starting to piss me off, and that's not her fault. But I want to play some wind noise in the background with my AC so I don't have to hear it because it drives me crazy since I have sensitivity towards auditory sound. Thank you. Give me a second. It's driving me nuts. It's not her fault. She's just having her time. That's me. Some issues. Okay, great. Though not my neighbor's fault that they're just walking around. I just am sensitive to sound. Like, I like nobody's business, and I have let go of that. But I'm just like, oh, I just gotta play something in the background. If it's too silent and I hear things, it just drives me nuts. It drives me absolutely batty. Like I be getting mad. So I'm like, it's not her, so I'm not gonna blame her for that. It's just let it go. Turn out the AC. Move. Like, that's what we're just gonna do. Okay. I chose a downstairs unit. That's my fault, right? Okay. Definitely getting an upstairs unit for the next one. All right. Let's get into this lip sync. Priyanka and Ralph. It's the song. Over 100 of you in here. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I'm part of this Rant Pack family. You want to drop a tippy poo in my jar? Yes, I am. Come on, haters. You're in the chat. I know you're there. Broke. Share algorithms don't work. Whatever you got to say. So if you want to help your boy out, because that does help. Thanks. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Catch up. MattyRants. Okay. I'm going to, this I am torn on because I liked both. If I'm being fair, I liked both. I had a tough, okay, because Perla, I enjoyed how smooth she went with the process. There are times I wanted her to go a little harder. Sanjana started too hard for me. Way too strong out the gate. However, when Sanjana got into our Bollywood dancing moments and I'm watching, baby, the full-on footwork with the hands, I was like, is anyone catching this? Is anyone catching this? Is anyone catching this? Is anyone catching it? I'm sorry, I was enjoying it. Baba was doing, did you see the footwork, the hip work, the full-on head? I was like, okay, I see our Bollywood dancer up in his head. I was like, okay. So it was, I kind of was like, for the entire time I was watching, because I said to myself, I like both. I like how Perla was doing it. I like how Perla was sort of like pulling it in. Perla is a beast. I don't think Perla should have been in the bottom two this week. if I'm going to be really honest with you. If we're talking about lip syncing and this was the episode and we're basing it off of the talent of being an artist that connects with the audience, they shouldn't have been in the bottom. I know it's a matchup system, so it is tough because it's like, well, it depends on who you're up against. If they're just better, right? Got it. However, I just didn't think at the end of the day, like regardless if say like Sanjana beating her, like and Perla's like in the bottom 3, it's like, but she kind of tore, if you will. If we're looking at who was in the bottom 3, Perla had the better between Tiffany and Jaylen. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's just kind of I was, because I love seeing Gina and I wanted seeing Gina to win because I just like her. And I also thought that I love how she incorporated her own like culture into the song on top of it being Priyanka's song. So it's like, I see my brown sister. What's up? What's up? What's up? That's why I lived. My Libra is kicking in. So be mad at me if you want to. However, I thought that she started off way too strong at one point in time. And there were points during the lip sync, like when she pulled out her tissue prop, that were a little messy. It was a little clunkadunk, you know, it was a little clunkadunk. I was like, oh, this is not cute. And the outfit with what like an ace bandage body wrap underneath kept showing and taking me out of whatever fantasy I wanted to be in. Those are my critiques for Sanjana. With Perla, we can do hills and valleys. That's fine, everybody. It's not always going to translate with the song. And for me, I wasn't really fully connected to Perla's translation through the movement and artistry. At the same time, Perla was giving me puss, and I was sort of like, oh, I like this fantasy. It's kind of eating. I wish you had a different song, is where my mind was going. I was like, Perla's doing great here, but I wish she did a different song, in my personal opinion. Like, I wanted to see her heads roll. Actually, I would have really have loved to have seen that. Yeah, would have liked to have seen that a lot. See, Xiles, that was where my mind went when the Avril Lavigne song came on, and I saw like Perla dancing. I was like, oh, bitch, if this was the song in the lip sync, this would have been a completely different fucking story. Because she chewed that Avril Lavigne song up, but I don't know. Yes, Perla, I don't know how much the way it's giving like 85 on a light day, you know, of you know, flying this kite in the clouds and all that kind of stuff. But she spins and she lands so gracefully. And you know who else does that? Virgo does that same 360 into the knees, and it's nice. Sometimes it can be like, okay, girl, she plopped down. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, we're sitting in a semicircle. No, she lands soft, honey. Very, very soft, very soft, very soft. I was just torn. Like, I haven't even gone through the pictures yet because I just like both of them. I have to say both. My Libra's kicking in. I'm sorry. I enjoyed both interpretations. I thought Sanjina was the extra I wanted, even though sometimes I didn't need it. I thought Perla sometimes, while I wanted her to step it up, she was giving me that other option of that, like you say, the levels. It was building up, the gears were shifting, it was going there, it was getting there. I feel like the two of them put together was like a great combination. I think maybe my favorite lip sync of the night, next to Virgo and Tiffany's. I think this was this. Do we need to do a poll for the favorite lip sync of the night? Y'all put that in the chat too. We may need to, like, towards the end of the video, decide that together here, because we got to get to the bottom 2 lip sync here. Trying to keep this within 90 minutes. Sleeping. Thank you so much for the super chat, babes. Appreciate you. Shay talking about moving your mouth is choreography, just like the rest of your body was wisdom. And you know, sleeping, and that's referring to the fact that you can know the words, but like if you're not emoting and invoking the song, what are we doing? So I love that too, because it's the truth. Like if you can know the words, girl, but this is not going to translate to the emotion and what the song is asking of you and requiring. Like, if it's a sexy song, you're not going to do it bored. It's just not going to look right. Mm-hmm. I was entertained by both of them. It was. See, Gina, you were in front of that camera. I was like, girl, like, give Perla some time to have the stage to herself at one point in time. I had to say that because I was like, okay, she is not letting her have not one part of that stage. Not one. I said, she is following this camera around, bitch. Fine with it. But I said, if I had been Perla, ooh, I would have been trying to like juke her. Oh, she was following that camera the whole time. And I'm fine with it too, because you want those action shots, baby Louise. You want them action shots. But like for me, let me tell you something. We're gonna be on the football field. I'm a receiver trying to make it to the finish line. I'm gonna juke you right now. I'm gonna take Sanjana as a cornerback, and I'm gonna trip her over, bitch, so I can get to the least part by myself. Oh, I was weak. But again, I just enjoyed Sanjana's take on the song, especially when they incorporated that dancing. It was like, oh, perfection. And then just like how Perla is just really the vibe. I'm starting to see it. This jump up though, I'm sorry. This part I couldn't take. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know what she was about to do. It did look like she was about to stick out a leg and then fall like that, but it ended up just being a regular back bend down. It looked like she was going to hurt herself, and I was concerned. So when she landed softly, I was like, I'm happy for her, but ooh, that body position made me nervous. I was like, oh my God, is she gonna be like, ah? Oh, she's all right. I will say this too about Perla. When she hits the floor, she gets up real see you next Tuesday, honey. She doesn't get up real clunky and real like Mama whips that hair around, baby girl. She be boom, up, roll. Ooh, I'm like, oh, come on, Pearl. Mm-hmm. This part was funny. I just hated that tissue fell out, and I was like, oh, oh. Oh, but yo, overall, the full effect of it, I had a good time. I did. I will say, I think this is my favorite lip sync of the night between these two. It was fun. And the song was fun. Priyanka, this was the pop. I was like, okay. I don't think I've ever heard the song before. So for me, that was my first time hearing it too. Yeah. Yeah. My Libra is going to stay on this one, y'all. I am not changing. I say both did an excellent job. I have points of views to where everyone did what they needed to do. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and wrap that poll up. This is the longest talking point we had was this lip sync, so that should tell you how we all felt about it. This is also the most split that we've been on a poll today over the lip syncs. We took the longest time on this one. Who won? Sanjina, 43% of you said Sanjina was the winner. 35% of you said it was Perla. 19% of you said it was both my Libras, or at least my indecisive people. And 1% of you chopped the lip sync. I feel like I know who that is. Team Virgo is the winner. I would have guessed it would have been Team Perla at the beginning of the episode. I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh. But then I'm like, oh, so who's going to win? And I'm thinking about the group over there. You know, Sanjina, I almost thought she was going to get a W for that last one because it was like, oh, okay, this is fun. But they gave it to the Virgo queen. Can I be real? I thought Michaela overall should have won the lip sync off. Like, if we're talking about who was like the best out of everybody that was there in terms of how everything's gone, I thought Virgo was like excellent. I would have put them second for sure. But If we're like everybody who was there, like that we would have had to look at, I had to get to Michaela. Because Mama came out the gate first and chewed for me. So I was like, oh, okay, work. However, they gave it to the Virgo queen. A lot of y'all are saying it should have gone to Helena. That was a surprise though, so I could have seen it going to Helena as well. But yes, Virgo queen got their second win of the season and $2,500 gift card, as well as some quintanas to donate to their charity of their choice, which is amazing. Minnie, Wang, and Zanna do be safe because they're on the winning team. So what does that mean for Team Perla? That means that Michaela Couture and Uma God are safe because they won their lip syncs with Perla, Tiffany, and Jaylen. Time. This shot is everything. I'm sorry. I love this shot. This shot is everything. I'll be your chakra rider till the day. Sorry. They're in the bottom. No, I like the format. I challenge those who hate this format. I like the format. I just think some things could be a little different, you know. Some things could be changed up a tad, but and better yet, more so, they rigged it to say that it could stay 3-2. So what do you think should have happened? I'm honestly interested. I enjoyed this, so I'm like, you didn't like this? No. Well, tell me why. Like actual, like not like I need like a legit give me a cause because I'm over here like, are you just not happy because the girls are in the bottom, or like help me understand here? Do you feel it was rigged? Because that's where I'm at. But yes, we got these three babies in the bottom here. Let's see here. I like the format. I wish they would have chosen the songs on the spot though. Like they say the song and the participants step up. Okay, I can agree to that. There is a bit of more of a surprise when you have to choose the person to lip sync against, and then that person can then choose the song. You know what I mean? You're not liking the fact it's judged in teams. I think they were trying something different. The winning girl should have been high, in my opinion. So like all the winning girls. Oh, okay. So I see what we're saying here. So basically, even with teams, even how it goes, we could have gotten well, that team had the better track record. However, we're going to judge this individually based off of your performances today and make it an actual judgment on like performance style, the way it was presented on stage, this, that, and the other. Okay. I feel I'm not mad. I just wanted to ask away. See how we didn't argue? See how I didn't need to be right? Swear you're watching a different show. I know that person's probably just, girl, get that other email up from Gmail now. You got it. Potential spam. This is a number I'm not familiar with. If I owe someone money, yeah, don't got it. Let's keep moving on. Let's move forward here. So Zeta is pissed that Uma beat her in the lip sync. Uma beat you with that wig looking the way it did. Yes, it's all right, baby girl. Pop off. A few tweaks. That's me, George. I like the team. I like the team Matt. I like the team format. I like the fact they had to pick the songs early and they could strategize with it. It's just when it came to judging, that's where I was like, Perla did really good. So, and then, even Tiffany was bucking. So, it's almost feels like the people who didn't do well really weren't put in the position to be in the bottom like they should have been. Like, not shading Zanna, but that wasn't a great lip sync. So, maybe here's my way of thinking this. Maybe if the people who lost their lip syncs, regardless of what team they're in, were still put. Is Sailor Moon on right now? What time is it? Sorry, Sailor Moon is on right now. Oh no, DBZ Kai, did I miss it? Oh, okay, sorry. Back to this. Focus, Matt. Focus. The ADHD is kicking my ass. I think maybe, yeah, if you didn't win your lip sync, they should have been on stage to have that conversation, basically, about, okay, you were in the bottom because, and you didn't do well because, okay, I understand. I understand. I do like that Jaylen fought for her place. I do like that Jaylen said, fuck all that. I deserve to be here. I have a message. I have a voice. First episode, I was chewing, bitch. I literally was given a whole rosebud. What's up? What's up? I actually have purpose here. It was speaking up to. I was like, all right, Jay. All right, Jay. All right, Jay. All right, Jay. I was here for it. Tiffany, I'm gonna be real. You couldn't say nothing to me at this point. Third time in a row. No shade. Love you down, but I'm like, you just have to buck. The only two people that I think can actually voice an opinion are Perla and Jaylen at this point in time right now. Because it's like, if we're doing this on rules of like the challenge right now, the challenge 40, Battle of the Eras, you would be in the bottom. You would have received the penalty, the 2-minute time marker. Like, you would automatically go in for elimination. I'm so sorry. Like, had to. I do like that Virgo Queen asked their group their opinion on who should stay. That made this more of a team thing for me. Because I know we didn't like the teams, but this felt very team-ish. I know that everybody couldn't win today. Like, imagine if the people who lost their lip syncs also won today because their team won too, right? Gag. But Virgo asking their opinion on, like, okay, this is strategy. It also adds a factor in that, let's say someone goes home and then someone feels jaded about it. It's like, well, I didn't just make that decision. My team helped me make the decision. What do you mean the team? I didn't say that. Well, she did, though. She agreed Tiffany should have got. Virgo, let me find out that's why you did that, because I would have done it for both reasons, both to hear my team's perspective on who should go home, as well as to also take the heat off of me if someone brings it up later, like, you should have gave me the beaver. Well, technically, my team said you didn't deserve it. And I was trying to be a team player last week. Bye. So who gets it? Jaylen Time. That's who I personally would have gave it to. I'd have gave it to Jaylen just because she's always on time for me. I like Jaylen. I'd have gave it to her just out of likability. Perla, I would have made Perla lip sync just because she won last week, and that's a good way of getting somebody that could be a fierce contender out the competition. You're a cheater. Fuck all that. This is a show. This is how people do. Sometimes the big dogs leave early. That's just what happens. I'm being real. I'm being very real here. Like, okay, I have a chance to take out somebody that could possibly take me out later in the competition and sweep me right now. The time. I'm gonna make her sweat. I ain't gonna save her. So I'm gonna let her go. Ooh, and Naughty Dutter. Look at that. Track record does matter. Since it does, that would be Perla's second time in the bottom. Jaylen's one time in the bottom, and they've been the top the first episode. So yeah, Jaylen was safe the last episode, in the top the first episode, bottom this week. Perla's got to win, but now we have two bottoms. So if we do the math there based off of -1s and +1s, technically they're kind of even if you think about it, technically. Perla versus Virgo. Oh, of course. Well, listen, I'm just saying, not to be in a bottom situation. I'm more so referring to like Perla having the beaver and Virgo being the bottom, and then Perla not saving Virgo because it's like Virgo was doing so good in the beginning. I gotta take her out now. Like, I'm just saying, like, we trying to make the board look a little bit different here. Yeah. I thought it was smart. The last lip sync of the night, and for the bottom two lip sync, Hot by Avril Lavigne. I swear to God, this sounds like Taylor Swift's Wildest Dreams. Sounds just like it. This was Perla's song. Tiffany did a good job. Good job once again. I think Tiffany's a great performer. I love it. I can't wait to see the baby girl perform live. And of course, I'll see you at DragCon, sister. Perla, This was your song. This was your song. This was your song. This was your song. You ate this up. I was like, okay, all right. Like, Mama knew every beat, every moment to do something extra. She was throwing that hair around for the right reasons. I was like, ugh. I'm so sorry, Jazzy, but I promise you, go if you listen to this song and then put Wildest Dreams right on afterwards, it's that same drum beat, the full bit. It's the same thing. They're just different lyrics and different ways of connecting the harmonies of the chorus part of it. But it's almost the same song in my head. Yeah, Tiffany was fine, but I was riding Perla's beat. Yeah, Perla's train was more chugga-lugga choo-chooing for me. I didn't think they both needed to do that falling from the high heavens onto the floor. I ain't gonna call it a dip. I didn't think they both needed to do that for the song, but I was like, okay, at least they were both on time. They were both on time. First time that's happened today, I thought, oh, so at least they hit it on time. Bam. I said, all right. But I thought Perla just really gave it. She really was giving me the Avril Lavigne that I needed. And Tiffany was good, but I think it was her time. And I hate that. I did want Tiffany to pull through after the first episode. The second episode, I still think that dress should have saved them, but it is what it is. Third time isn't always the charm, but this time it is in terms of exiting the competition. I do want to see Tiffany again. I do, because I feel like Tiffany had something there. It's just, I don't know if it was the competition, the way that the format went for her, the fact that it was like, I'm big dog, and they put you up against the big dog and put you in the bottom, and we got you in this position. Maybe could have played safe. I don't know, but I was like, damn, there go the Libra of the show. God damn it. She left on a Clueless reference, though. So I appreciated the Clueless reference, the whole quote. I was like, okay, cute. She's been doing Mean Girls, Clueless, very Valley Girl tease the whole season, so very on brand. But she's a sweetheart. And I felt bad. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be that season. Shit. Season 17 and currently Down Under for me right now. And I feel this season is gonna be the one where I'm like, fuck. Every time someone goes home, no, I like these people. Oh, y'all, this was an entertaining episode. Truthfully, I did like the format. I do agree to an extent with a lot of you that may have felt like it was a little like not fair, or obviously you say it's a rig because it's like, of course they want 2, 3, because that way it actually matters and it's, not a sweep. Totally get it. Totally get it too. So I do think that Virgo Queen winning is amazing. Congrats to Virgo Queen. I also think that if it was done individually versus by the groups themselves, I think Michaela would have had a W today. Hell, I don't even know if Perla would have been in the bottom to lip sync this week, if you will. It was a good one. There are more than just the few I thought were going to be the girls that turned it in a lip sync this season. I think we got some lip syncers up in here. We got a lot of them. No shade to Perla. I was not expecting that from you. You did that. I was like, oh, shit. Helena, too. Wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh. We have got some performers in here at that flag. And maybe some other people who didn't do so well, we'll see them in other songs that are more their wheelhouse. Either way, I love lip syncs. I love drag lip syncs. I loved going to a drag show and tipping the doll, and of course having a cocktail or two and looking at Trade across the bar and asking myself, is he single and will he slip a number? But either way, season 5 of Canada's Drag Race and everything I said, well, actually everything I said before that has nothing to do with this, but season 5 of Canada's Drag Race, it's giving. I'm enjoying the season. It's fun. It's a nice ride. I'm glad the Beaver is back. Everything is working out so far. I'm hoping for a little bit more drama. I'm hoping for a little bit more nonsense and some fuckery, if you will. So I will be tuning into that. Do me this favor. If you are in the if you're in the live chat now, make sure you leave a comment on what you thought about this week's episode for me, please. And if you would, before we leave here, if you want to drop me a little tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. It's PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $Simon and Venmo MattyRants. Now, if you need to let me know you're never going to tip me, okay. You saw they got blocked earlier. They didn't make another email, so I think they may, I don't know, Google put them on like a notice, like, hey, I don't know how many more we could do of these, but there you go. Want to drop me a little tippy poo, please and thank you. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $Simon and Venmo MattyRants. I appreciate you so much for tuning in and being here today. I will see you tomorrow for Down Under. We'll be doing an early episode. It's going to be like early afternoon, morning time if you're on the West Coast. Probably like late afternoon, evening if you're in Europe and Asia tomorrow for Down Under. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. And then Sunday, we will be talking about this episode of Canada's Drag Race, the Lipsync Slayoff, and season 17's cast promo for the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race. So we'll have a fun time on Sunday. The panel already knows what their assignments are, so we'll be ready for that. Other than that, everybody, I had such a good time with you today. Thank you so much for the super chats today. I appreciate the super chats, DW. Thank you so much for the tippy poo on my Cash App. I appreciate you, me, BB. And everybody else that was here today. I had such a fun time, and I hope you did with me as well. I hope you felt a part of the conversation and not excluded from the conversation, and you had fun and didn't have to read anybody's nasty or negative messages. So that's the point here. So yes, thanks again for tuning in. I'll catch you tomorrow. Yes, I'll catch you tomorrow for Down Under. Yeah, I have that tomorrow, and then I have my date that night. I have my date tomorrow. Oh, Down Under, date, panel, off Monday. Boom. All right, I will see you tomorrow then. Bye, everybody. Oh, my links. Oh my God. Matt, see, this is why, shame on me. It's at MattyRants. No, Linktree link is in the About section. I did the reaction for this episode in Patreon for as low as $1 a month, so check it out over there. I have to start doing it at the beginning of this video. What is wrong with me? Merch available at directlymerch.com, Bookable and Cameo. Affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. Get a free week on me. Tip jar, like I said before. I've yelled it again. I'll yell it all over again. Real monsters. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Listen. Yeah.